A lyrical royalty.
Master.
Cleverly so make you I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can I say my jamo. And yes I know money. Emu aye yo. And you love me. Emu aye yo. What is that?
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia. Let's go TV, the best in Africa. Let's go TV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and Grand Bassa.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money. And I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money. And I don't get it now, ya to money. That's the baby. And I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah. Oh.
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia. Let's go TV, the best in Africa. Let's go TV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and Grand Bassa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are red. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best to work with my life without fear. From Grand Bassa, Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, to San to Bacoloo, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia. Let's go TV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The blessing, the time and the efforts are red. The brothers giving us here and the promise from there. To work with my life without fear.
A lyrical royalty.
Master.
Cleverly so make you I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can I say my jamo. And yes I know money. Emu aye yo. And you love me. Emu aye yo. What is that?
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia. Let's go TV, the best in Africa. Let's go TV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and Grand Bassa.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money. And I don't get it now, ya to money. That's the baby. And I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia. Let's go TV, the best in Africa. Let's go TV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and Grand Bassa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are red. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best to work with my life without fear. From Grand Bassa, Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, to San to Bacoloo, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia. Let's go TV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end, the promise of death. The welcome and life without fear.
I live
Master.
Play Paris, you I can't ask you if you been you. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And you say no money, and more I you. And you love
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the Lofa and Grand Bassa.
And I dine ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do boy ya to money, and I dine ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do boy ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the Lopa and Grand Bassa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. The work with my life without fear. From Grand Bassa, Nima to Lusa. From River Sass, River G to Chile. From Grand Crew, Bombay, Cape Mount, Montserrat, to San to Backwater. From Maryland, Bronx down to the mic.
SKTV, the best in Liberia.
You can say.
Milbo, how you doing?
Oh, yes. I'm doing great. Thank God for life. I'm okay. At least thank God I'm alive. Everything is okay from my end. And I was just like, shaking my head. I don't know whether you're watching me behind the same. Sometimes this is the kind of, in fact, that's some of the songs that we dance to, especially when they go.
People that can speak Pele, they can understand Pele. I want them to explain.
Then how can I when Lawrence come here? Why you can't break? Yeah, wait till you question Lawrence on the thank God for breaking that up.
Lauren will break it down.
Yes, indeed, Lauren had to be explaining this song to us, interpret this song, and tell us exactly what the guys
can say. They say you go Conakry, you will see SKTV there. You go out every night, you can see it there. You go to Bapolo, you go to Grand Bassa, you go to Maryland, go anywhere you will see SKTV.
Any part of the world you go, and
anywhere you go,
and I don't know, but kids to admit they're smart, and I hope and pray that they're going to continue on this, and maybe do more songs, or maybe indeed. But this song is due, even though it's our song, we have right. So Facebook, we have right to this song. So that will just tell you, and that's the truth, right?
No, they won't have our own song. It was created by us.
So you can tell Facebook.
That was Facebook, YouTube. Nobody can, talk about any copyright because that's our song.
Oh,
yes. So let me take this time to welcome all our guys. I mean, is the guest in studio?
Yes, yeah. So let me just go and put it on.
Just go ahead and if the guest is ready in the studio.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. Just a second. Let me say something real quick.
All right.
First and foremost, I want to welcome all of you to SKTV. Coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. With me today is my colleague, Johnson Mebonkula, as you always know. Mabo is the man behind the scene there in Liberia, making things possible. While we welcome all of you here, Mabo went on an assessment tour
on the computer stuff we were talking about yesterday. So we have to raise $380 to get a computer. It was 450. Now we got to pay $380. Yeah, but we like try. Let's try to get that money so we can get. So according can be that one our own. We're not good for nobody for us. So that according can be coming through easily, no problem. Where they are connected to the system. Hold on. Who said the song is annoying? The person we pay fine.
And there's someone saying the song is not in Pele. I don't know. Well, maybe
I don't know how language, but somebody in English. But the one somebody I can hear that one in Pele. That one are true. This is not going to get still in Morocco too much. If you feel forget about Pele.
Maybe the only thing that we will do now, Felicia saying that I think Felicia want to be seeing some photos and some things, flipping through the way.
The person who say the song is boring, that person is annoying, that person will pay fine.
Look, Felicia, you can come. Yes, in fact, if you put aside those serious situation.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's recognize a few people here. Those who at least who have said something. Lucretia Gibson, welcome to SKTV. Rudolph Perry, welcome to SKTV. Mr. DeShield, all the way from Brussels, welcome to SKTV. And Augustine Talley, welcome to SKTV. James Davy, Yvette Seafers, Marie Pratt, that's my sister, they're all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Ali Masale from all the way Maryland. Sanayo Queen, welcome to SKTV. Eric Valentine Pine, welcome to SKTV. Felicia Free, Wolo, welcome to SKTV. Asata O Dosen, Go Blazo, and Goodad S. Moses, Young Papu, welcome to SKTV. Yomutro Kranga, that's my own sister there. Welcome to SKTV and our Oma, the ever powerful, ever potent, outspoken over our Oma Miata Stella Herring. Oma, welcome. And Ishaga Soul, welcome to SKTV. Ishaga, okay, he's following up from Liberia. Ishaga speak French. Salut, je vous suis depuis au Liberia, Monrovia. Okay, welcome to SKTV. Badala Fode Kroma, welcome to SKTV. Oh, the bossman and from all the Western Korea. Yeah, bossman, people are welcome to SKTV. So my people, you all share the show. Today we have representative from District number 2, Grand Bassa County. The name is Clarence Banks. He's going to be here today. We're going to ask all the questions, all the things that you need to know. It's going to be very interactive. And at some point, we will be opening the line to you guys so you guys can have a say. Yeah, so we'll reiterate with the computer, the desktop. We said yesterday, if you have desktop in Liberia there, you don't have to give us money. Just let us know where Mayborn can pick it up. If not, we appreciate everybody's contribution. Right now, we already got 320 some more people here. So
how come people are saying this song is in Loma again? What kind of Wahara be this?
The song in Loma, that money.
What kind of problem be this? But sometimes too, I agree with some people because sometimes there are some dialect back home. So even for example, even the Mandingo.
Say you have too many, would that mean that you will see it there? That one apply. You have too many. That one that I don't even know what I pursue. Anyway, we want to welcome everybody. We want to encourage each and every one of you to share the show. Let's bring the guests so we can start this very, very important conversation. Honorable Representative Clarence T. Banks, welcome to SKTV. How are you doing, sir?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So I don't know what made why you put the microphone in front of the main face. We can see your face, Google. Remember how did you have the microphone? All right. Yeah, let him move the microphone a little bit so we can get into this very important conversation. Yeah, please try to share the show, everybody. All right, Honorable, how are you doing today? How's everything?
Excellent.
That's great. That's great. So, before we,
Echo.
I think everything is good for our end here. Before we kickstart this important conversation, can you take a few minutes, if you don't mind, to introduce yourself? Who is Honorable Clarence Banks?
Fellow citizen from District 2, citizen of Grand Bassa County, fellow citizens, Liberians. I'm the most recent elected District number 2, Grand Bassa County representative for the next 6 years. Honorable Banks. Thank you.
Okay. So, Honorable, what motivated you to come to SKTV today, let's say Truth FM, to actually come here and have a conversation with us? What do you want the public to know? What's going on?
First, I must extend my thanks to your station. I have received so many questions from citizens in District 2, Grand Bassa County, Grand Bassa County citizen itself, and some citizens from around the country, that many topics they want me to touch. So I decided, and I chose this station this evening to come and make sure I give some clarity on doubts that many followers, many citizens have in their mind. Thank you.
All right. So you said this is you're the newest, one of the newest representative that just got elected 2023, correct?
Yes, sir.
So
Echo.
what can you tell us about your experience as newest representative of District number 2, Grand Bassa County? What can you tell about your experience? How does it look like being a representative in Liberia, especially in the Capitol building?
I will first give thanks to District 2 citizens for making a choice that they were not wrong. It's exciting to be among my colleagues, to share ideas, to bring new light to this nation.
Okay. So, what were you doing before you were elected to be representative? What were you doing before?
I did pastor a ministry in the Washington, D.C. area where I came from.
So that's the only thing you did before becoming a representative. You haven't worked in government whatsoever anywhere else or any private sector or somewhere?
Oh,
Oh, you're muted. I don't know who did that. We're not hearing you. Maybe if you can hear me, you guys muted the representative. Y'all gotta unmute him.
that's the last
So
long,
we're not hearing
long
you.
time.
Can you start all over? We're not hearing you. Yeah, go ahead. You said, what did you do before becoming representative? What were you doing in the past?
I did pastor a church in the Washington, D.C. area
Okay.
for 22 years. And at that point, the citizen of my country, District 2, Grand Bassa County, called upon me to come and serve them. And gracefully, I accepted the challenge.
So I was asking you whether you have ever worked in any private sector or government position prior to being elected as representative.
No, not at all, except that I worked in the private sector as an accountant at Cottington University College from 1980 to 86, 87.
So what do you think your people from that district decided to call you to go after you for you to come and serve as a representative? What do you bring, what do you bring to the table? I mean, what did they see in you to think that you are the person they want to be their representative, just to be a pastor for them, or what?
The very first thing they see in me is honesty.
Okay.
The very second they see me is being very interactive to make sure that the district receive what they're supposed to receive as a district in the terms of development for the district.
Okay. So since you were elected, since you took office, let's say about 6 months now, going to 8 months, maybe 7 to 8 months. So, what are some of the challenges and progress you have made, and challenges you have seen since you were elected, as far as District Number 2, Grand Bassa County is concerned?
There are many challenges,
Okay.
especially roads, infrastructure, medical facility, schools, you name it, among many.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Some of the things that I have achieved for the last 6 months, there are many companies within the district, logging companies, gold mining companies, pressure stones, rocks, sand, diamond. These companies only take resources and do not return anything to the community. That was one of the tipping points that I decided to take upon this job.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know, so do you have a bill in place, or are you thinking about sponsoring a bill that will impact the people of District Number 2 of Grand Bassa County? If so, what is it?
There are several,
Okay.
but I will name one I am planning to sponsor a bill to establish a ministerial court in District 2 on the compound that will help the citizen to seek justice. According to our Constitution, every 8 miles, there must be an established court. It's more than 100 miles, just the nearest court to District 2 capital city, the civil compound. So as soon as we reopen, I will put that bill on the floor. I will work with the judicial committee to make sure that we establish that code so that my citizen can get justice.
Maybe, do you have a question for the representative?
Yes, so let me say, Honorable Lawmaker, I want to say welcome. I like the courage for you to come to the media, because there are a lot of you who are also sharing away from the media. And you know, when you go away like this, sometimes the people think that there are things that have been done behind the same, and you people don't want to come to the media. Again, welcome. I guess this is the first time coming to Truth FM?
This is the first time I ever visited.
Okay, good.
And thank you.
All right, wonderful. So now you started your entire career or your life through preaching or teaching the gospel. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, wonderful. So I want you first to tell us what are some of your difficult time, especially like a follow-up question to the question or to the previous question I was asked by my colleague Seku about the 6 months. What are some of the disappointing things that you are observing as a lawmaker, someone who go there maybe to change things? What are some of the disappointing things that you are seeing so far?
The most disappointing thing this government does is budget, annual budget, starting from the executive down to the districts. By the time the budget gets to the districts, there is no money, so there is no budgetary allotment for any district. But I will say this very clearly. If we do it the other way around, from the district, the budget starts and it works its way up to executive. Every district will be empowered because we have our own budgetary line that the district will develop. When the district develops, the county develops. When the county develops, the country develops.
Wow, wonderful. So, are you talking about the district development fund or maybe the county development fund? And so, what the budget has been passed, is there any funding or maybe budget or money that been placed there for some of the or districts, especially for your district?
I will say this. I think we placed in that budget 100,000 per head. Every district, the 73 districts. Now, I will say this. I can raise 100,000 on my own. That is peanuts. It cannot do anything for any district, especially those of us that are from in the interior. We have challenges, roads, schools, hospitals, clinics, infrastructure.
Wonderful. We have roads, schools, and infrastructure challenges and so forth. So let's go back to your district quickly before we come back to national scene, because there are a lot of issues nationally, maybe that you also want to address. But back to your district, or are you talking about health issues and so on? But also, how the road situation in your district?
The road situation is very terrible, especially in this time when we have 6 or 7 months of rain, mostly August and September, heavy rain. I remember 2023, our current president, he got stuck in the mud for 4 hours just trying to get into the capital of my district, the civil compound, to campaign. Secondly, our former president could not get into the district because a bridge that was supposed to be built by the former regime, the superintendent, that bridge was not built and the president could not enter, though they allotted over 200,000. You can't find bridge, you cannot find money, perhaps.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
So, Sekou, you have a question or you want me to continue?
No, it's good. It's okay. Thank you so much, Mabel. So, Representative Banks, I want to thank you for coming to SKTV. I think you are here to clarify a lot of things that we would like to know. So, do you think this government, the executive, do you think the government is proceeding well? Do you think this government is proceeding well? I hope you can hear me.
I will say this. The government is doing well, especially the Joseph Boakai government. I will say this. It is very difficult to make correction and changes to a previous government's activity, especially if most of the transactions are fraudulent. So our president said it's not business as usual. And I agree with him. I will support him because of those things he has said for infrastructure, for agriculture, and to make sure we have accountability, which he already have started to implement.
So, were you elected as an independent or you were elected on a party ticket? If so, which party?
I'm an independent candidate.
Independent candidate. And you said this government is doing well. Are you aware of the 22 million issue that were raised, and the Minister of Public Works went to the Senate and apologized for mismanagement of $22 million. Are you aware of that?
I'm aware of that because the contract was not legally given to the contractor.
Okay. So that means the government was engaged in a contract illegally.
I would say if you don't follow the protocol, then it's wrong. Correction have to be made.
What about the yellow machine? Are you aware of the yellow machine?
I'm aware of the yellow machine.
So are you going to vote to rectify the yellow machine, or are you going to vote against it?
First, I must tell you, it was in error that the procurement was not followed rightfully. It necessarily don't mean that we have those yellow machines. We should not accept them from the president. We should not be able to make the correction and move forward because we need a yellow machine. I will vote. I will give my vote to the president on that because the machines, some are already here. We make the correction. We put wrong where it is, but we make it right. That's why we are the first branch of government.
So, based on your knowledge, based on what you have seen in the House of Representatives, everybody from outside and some insiders are saying that the House of Representatives and the Senate, that the legislature as a whole is corrupt. Have you noticed anything in terms of corruption in the legislature? If so, well, what are some of those things?
Well, I tell you this. I am not in the leadership of this 55th legislature. When you are not in leadership, there are lots of things that you will not see. I cannot speak here that there are corruption because I have not seen it done.
So you think you don't know whether or not the legislature is corrupt?
Well, what I don't see, what I don't have evidence of, I cannot say it happens.
Okay. Have you gotten your car? The car in the gate of every representative? Have you gotten your car?
I have not.
Have you gotten money for the car?
I have not.
Are you going to get a car?
I don't know. I'm not in leadership.
Do you care to tell us? So since you came into the House of Representatives, have you been getting your pay, consistently?
Yes. Though a delay in the first 2 months, going to March, and it's not the fault of the government. It's the fault that there is no money. As our president stated, we made 20 million. We cannot pay civil servants. We cannot pay the first branch of government on 20 million. Okay. So it was delayed.
So
I still got paid.
Okay, so you got paid, but the civil servants are not getting paid. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, because I'm not a civil servant.
Okay. So, have you received any benefit?
Yes, I have.
Did you receive the 10,000 for the constituency visit?
No.
Did you receive any 30,000?
No.
As far as you know, how much is the pay for a representative, the salary? Do you care to share with us?
Can you repeat your question, please?
Do you care to share with us how much is the representative salary for a representative in Liberia?
Well, to tell you the fact, I will not sit here and disclose what representative makes, because I'm a single lawmaker from District 2, Grand Bassa County, and I know exactly how much I make.
How much do you make? Forget about all the other people now. How much do you make?
Well, I don't think it's a good thing to disclose my salary here.
How is that a secret? Why?
Well, it is a personal information.
What is personal about that? Because you are paid by the Liberian people. So
the Liberian people are not asking me.
I'm a Liberian.
No, you are not Liberian people. Listen to the English, to the words. Liberian people is different from a person. Be straight to the point.
I'm directly to the point. When Darrell Dillon got to the House of the Senate, Dillon said legislature were getting 15,000, everything included. And there were a lot of conflicting information as to how much legislatures, are making. So do you care to share with us how much do you make?
I make take home 5,000.
You take home 5,000.
Yes.
Is that all? Just 5,000 United States dollars? Did you get anything else in Liberian dollar?
Plus gasoline. I don't even know the amount.
You get gasoline money, but you don't know the amount?
It's not money. They give coupon. I don't check it because it's not a priority.
So you're getting 5,000 monthly. That is the United States dollar. How much you get in Liberian dollar besides the 5,000 US dollar?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know the conversion of the Liberian dollar portion.
So the whole money, the whole salary you get is just $5,000 altogether.
Well,
both.
That's the American portion, the American dollar portion that I remember. But if you ask me to calculate US dollar to Liberia dollar, US dollars.
No.
Very novice.
No, that was not my question. The question was, beside the 5,000 United States dollar you guys receive, do you receive any other money in the Liberian dollar or any other from any other currency, whatever that is?
Yes, I would say about 1,000.
1,000 Liberian dollar plus 5,000 US dollar.
Yes.
You say you don't know the price of the coupon. Somebody said it's over $2,000 a month for gasoline.
Repeat that question, please.
Somebody said the price, the money you guys receive as a coupon for gasoline is around 2,000 plus. So you don't know what you receive for gasoline?
I do not know, because those things are not something that I sit and calculate.
Okay, I have a lot of questions for you. Let me go to our chief analyst here, Brazilian monk, Saros, my man. Welcome. How you doing? Do you have a question for the Representative Clarence T. Banks from District Grand Bassa County?
Yeah, I'm doing okay, and thanks to the honorable lawmaker for showing up, because not too many of the colleagues would choose SKTV, and he was brave enough to most of the coverage here to come here for a full interview today, and I must give him credit for that, just for coming on SKTV and the Truth FM network. That's a great thing. But I got some questions here, and I heard some of the deliberations being made by the honorable lawmaker from representing the people of District Number 2 in Bone County. So I mean Grand Bassa County. I have two questions for him. Technically, I listened to his background. He came from 22 years of pastoral ministry, coming to politics, worst of all in the House of Representatives in the country like Liberia, taking into consideration because he's from a background of morality. He's a pastor, and coming to the House into politics, being a politician now. How do you reconcile the two, looking at the culture and the history of our House, the legislature, and your background from pastoral ministry? That's the first question, because I know when you're a pastor, you may report to God. When you're in government, you make report to men. And for a corrupt House with a history of corruption, how do you reconcile the two, coming from a background of morality into the public square? That's the first thing. And the second thing is, he said the Bouaga administration is doing great. And even Bouaga himself believes that he's not doing great. He said it. Even the people on the rescue train, he said there were contracts, there was no competitive bidding. He supported the rescue agenda on the fact that he believes in roads and infrastructure. But he questioning both the yellow machine and the road funds that vanish in thin air. How do you reconcile the two? Because even the men who's in the rescue train believe that he's not doing great. They need time for them to validate their actions at the moment. But how can you come here saying that they are doing great when in fact the man who's in the rescue train himself is saying that he's not doing great, and they got to correct the wrongs that they kind of irregularities that happened in the administration, maybe one of the worst in history. How do you reconcile those two?
Thank you. The first thing you should understand, everybody look at the national government with a different perspective. That's one. Joseph Bouaga perspective our president perspective is different from my perspective. The next person perspective will be different. Now, I'm not saying it's flower, it's roses. There are some difficult times. For 6 months, the government is taking a footing.
All right. So I just got a signal that they are about to go to the news bulletin. Representative Banks will take a break for 15 minutes. Right after the news bulletin, you can come back, and then we'll continue the conversation. We got a lot of questions to ask you, but for the most part, you are doing well. You are answering questions. Whether people or not people will be satisfied with your answers, that is up to the people. All we do is to ask the questions, and you are trying to answer them. I want to say thank you for coming, and we'll take a break, 15 minutes from the radio, and then you can come back right after that. That will be 7:15 Labrador time, okay? All right. So we will go back to Representative Banks later on. But while we waiting for you to come back, let's just highlight some of the a few things that we heard. First, he said he doesn't believe that the horse is corrupt. Secondly, he said the Burger government is doing great, but yet he said they did the roading, the financing of the road of 22 million. They did it illegally.
The yellow machine.
And the yellow machine, the process was not legal, but he said they are doing well. So that is one thing, that's something that I caught. And secondly, he's kind of measure. He doesn't answer any question lengthily. He only state whatever he wants to say and leave it at that, which is okay. That's how some people, can answer a question. Whatever the case is, we are not here to judge anybody. Our job is to ask people questions, and then the public will then, be the judge. However, I know you were listening before
joining the show, yeah.
Yeah, before you join the show. So what do you make of some of those revelations? The fact that he said the government is doing good, and at the same time, but they did some things illegally. Also, he does not have a car, but you're getting coupon for fuel. That's also another thing that I'll be asking those questions as well.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a car, but he's getting coupon. And he doesn't even know how much he's getting.
And he cannot calculate the coupon in US dollar to
because the coupon is not going into car. The coupon can your car and then they can sell it because you don't get car.
So they may get car, but you got gas coupon. So that photomobile that for him to work, that they get you coupon. But
I don't want to go too high on representative from the start, so that we can have him here. You want to make sure all the people come here and we'll have a conversation.
No, I gave him credit for showing up. He brave enough.
Yeah, if I
would give him credit for that.
Sure. Let's
show up as long as a win for him. Anyway.
Yeah. So those were a few takeaways from me. I know a lot of people are taking note. And honestly speaking, if I go directly and put this woman on the hot seat, it will be a disaster. So I don't want to do that.
We're not putting you on hot seat yet.
We don't want to do that. We don't want to have a conversation. Let's get Abraham. Abraham, my man, what's going on? My man, make sure when you call in, you contributing towards our how you call it this? Our computer, or you can just get one computer in La Brother. Yeah, my man, what's going on?
Man, it's going, man. It's going. Listen, man. You guys are having an interesting discussion with this representative. You know, we're finding it difficult to really put together the explanation. I mean, how can you get coupon and you don't get car?
to put gasoline in your legs.
Because the coupon is an entitlement.
More thank you. You please ask the representative. You get car, but it gives you gas. And you know the price of the gas. You know how much. But second, here's the interesting thing. You know, this issue about people that being what a word you can use, praise singers or something. I don't know how to classify. I don't want to call the representative that. But if you come in your capacity as a lawmaker, where you are total authority to question things. When the government came in 2020, in January, the discrepancy between the previous government and this current government is the sign of the current government that the representative took, which of course he is total authority to question. The central bank, yeah, this government is saying they left 20 and they get to $20 million. What happened with the other $19 million the previous government stated?
No, he said, Joseph Baga said that.
Because he said the reason why they never got paid because the current government told them that only $20 million.
Yeah, he said only $20 million they could not pay the civil servants, but he said that they've been getting paid consistently.
Yeah, for the first 2 months. So
he said the first 2 months got delayed, but from that time up to where we are now, they've been getting paid consistently. But he said he can't speak for the civil servant because he's not civil servant.
And then you asked him about the $22 million road project, and then he said there was some they gave contracts.
He said the process was illegal.
I mean, second man, anyway, let us not jump the gun until Omen come back, and they'll get conclude the interview. Then we'll
let's conclude the interview. Then we can do after the interview analysis and dive into all the revelations and stuff.
Right. But Omen, we had a computer thing. I know the followers of everyone listening to it, they will take care of that thing because it's very cardinal.
If it's very important, my man, especially when we're taking calling our brother, you know, we need our people. My man, stop laughing. They think yeah. I'm with you on that. Yeah. So Mom, before we take the next call, I think we'll just have a conversation. We'll not take call until we finish with the full interview, because he was very clear, he was very honest. He said we got asked him multiple times as to what he was doing prior to becoming a representative. He was a pastor for 20 years in Maryland, here in the United States, Washington, D.C. area. And that is, maybe if you ask him now, probably he's going to be on the committee on religious affairs. He probably could be the chairman because we got the committee in that place there. Hopefully when he comes, we'll continue with the conversation. With no disrespect to the Omen, we have a lot of people in that hustle. If you think the Omen does not know what he's saying, wait till you listen to some of the young people that you think that they are educated or they know better. Wait till you listen to some of them. Listen to some of the people then that they call them honorable. Some of the people then they call them ministers, deputy minister, this. Look at it. Just think for yourself. If people are defrauded and Fangone can be director and deputy director there in any institution. If people are mad about it, they can be the one the minister there. So you have to manage your expectation, minimize your ambition as to what you want to see in this government. And before you even look at all the people there, if you look at Francis Nyumale there, if you listen to Francis Nyumale, somebody come and tell you, say, that man that the Minister of Internal Affairs of the Republic of Liberia. Then you ask yourself, well, if you can look down on all the people that you say, the people that they are now competent, they are now up to the task. Look at the president himself. Can't stay on your own without injecting steroid in him. Can't make decision. He appointed the senators to make the decision. And some senators are very proud of what they are doing. Dillon was very clear yesterday. He was very emphatic. Dillon said they're the one that get the key for the executive mansion. Since Joe Baka was elected to where we are, he's yet to make any decision on your own. The people control him. They tell him what to do. They tell him what to talk about. And when they finish writing something, they do some rehearsal, in the back. And they'll tell you, say, after the something, you go. Don't take any question, don't answer question. It's not that Joseph Baka can talk, but they know that the man does not have the stamina, does not have the energy to stand and take questions. So I do not expect much from Joseph Baka and his government. If they are able to do some good things, I will be surprised and I'll be very happy about that for Liberia. But my expectation is very low, and I don't think they can do anything. But again, I have some questions that I really want the representative to clarify. That is the constituency money. The representative he said $100,000 that is allotted to them for their constituency development money. He said that chicken change. He said he can raise that by himself easily. That means he believes that money is small. Other people are saying,
so Sekou, 30 seconds, so we're back after the news bulletin.
Yeah, well, the representative is yet to take seat. I'm still saying the news.
Yes, I think she can get out. She's about to get out. And we'll bring in.
Yeah,
just so interesting. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, once the representative is seated, we'll definitely bring him on, and then we'll continue with the conversation. So, yeah. So, Mong, you think when the representative said that money that chicken chin, he thinks it's too small. And we are saying that no representative would even be receiving any money. The money is supposed to go through,
public works, road development. Yeah,
public work, road development, and and people that are responsible. The senator job, the senator representative job, they're not enough for the development.
Nope.
It's to provide oversight, make laws, and hold the government, accountable.
Yeah.
But most of them believe that a judge will do the development. But Larry, man, you know, Larry, honorable man, can hear.
We'll get massaging today. We'll not go high on him. That's an older man.
No, we're not.
We accommodate him so he can be welcome to SKTV whenever something breaks.
Last time I told you. I told you and Steve to slow down on my information minister. You didn't do it. I told you all to slow down on the other, you know, senator from, you know, Robert G. Yeah, you push it, man. Now the book can't my call you.
The meaning of the radio at the number one.
Yeah, and one of the senators, you know, after having conversation about coming, and the president said, Suku, I don't want to come on your show there to be interviewed by all your people there over there. Yeah, that person want to have one-on-one. They don't want to be interviewed by a monk.
Well, y'all can do the first segment of the show. Who come in later? You can do your one-on-one with it, man.
You can ask half question. The other person say they can load down people. Yeah, but I told them no, that's not you know what we do on SKTV. But I think the woman is here. Honorable Representative Clarence T. Banks, welcome back to SKTV. I want to say thank you once again for taking your time, and I want to admonish you that this should not be the last. I know this is the first. We want you to be available at all times to come and have a conversation with us and give us some insight as to what is actually transpiring in the House of Representatives. So, you said you haven't gotten your car yet. You haven't gotten, you know, the money for the car. How do you move around? How do you commute to work? Meanwhile, you guys muted him. You gotta mute the way. Meanwhile, you're the computer business. We want our own. Nobody.
Now he's audible.
Yeah. Maybe good now. Yeah. So. I don't know whether you got my question.
I did understand your question.
Maybe we'll get the feedback now.
I move around.
Mm-hmm. Just keep talking. Keep talking so they will fix it. We are listening.
I move around using a 2000 Toyota Tundra.
Okay.
With 100 and I believe 98,000 miles.
Okay.
And I love it. It's not the car that is important.
Okay.
Getting to work from point A and B is the most important thing.
So, but Toyota Tundra is a car that can consume a lot. So, anyway, you guys get free gasoline. So, yeah. So when you say you don't have a car and you're getting gas coupon, so the government is giving you gas coupon, but they haven't given you car yet. That you're supposed to get 6 months into your job. So is that just you or other people also don't have car?
Well, I believe the entire legislature do not have transportation.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, you believe?
Yes, because I've seen some of my colleagues driving keke to work.
Okay. So I don't know whether you know about this. Those that were just elected may not have, some of them may not have car from the government, but those that were there previously, they've been getting cars every 3 years. Are you aware of that?
I heard that, but I need to receive the first one to believe it.
Okay. So you said something in your opening or comment. You said that the government, the way they did the budget, before the budget reached to the House of Representatives, the money finished. The way they did the budget. Can you explain that? Can you explain what I mean?
Now, I will say this. You have a country.
Okay.
The country is divided into central administration, into counties, and into districts, and into township, and into wards, and all that. But you start the budget from the executive. They who do not control the population, they don't control the land, they don't know the difficulty within the district. By the time they get to district, we cannot raise money to put there. Then what happened? Lawmakers begin to scramble to raise funds on their own. That's not how a government should work.
But you said the government is doing well. So how can you say the way they're doing?
Yeah, I must say I'm getting confused on that.
That's not how government should work, and you say they are doing good. How do we reconcile that?
I cannot understand your last question, sir. Can you repeat?
So when you said the way the government works, if I understood you clearly, among your stuff. So if I got you clearly, you said the way the government is operating, so every allotment in the budget, the first group of people to get money, expenditure, and everything that the executive, you said that, right? But then, by the time it reached to the lawmaker, then, expenditure, by that time, the money had not been raised yet. So the first money they're raising now as income or taxes and revenue in the government, that one then going to the executive for they are using that one there. By the time it reached to you guys now, the money has not been raised yet, so there'll be no money. Is that what you're saying?
Well, what I stated here is very clear.
Okay.
I said the way the budget is being done annually, it starts from the executive down to the districts. By the time it gets to the districts, we had no budget line to develop our district. How do you expect the country to be developed? When you develop the nucleus, when you develop the district, the counties will be developed because the districts are within the county. When the counties are developed, the country as a whole will be developed and it will move forward. When the district had no development, you will be stagnant. Nothing will go. Your country will look like trash, like it is today.
So the country look like trash right now?
It look like trash. Don't you see?
Based on what?
Trash everywhere. Is there a hidden secret?
Okay. So, Mong, do you have a question for the representative?
I listened to the senior man here and the men of God. I mean, I believe he's staying orientation, so I can understand where he's coming from, because on this issue, I'm still trying to understand the point he's trying to make when it comes to raising funds and where the budget originates and how it gets down to the district level. I understand the frustration, but I believe he's staying orientation because he's yet to even understand his compensation package yet. So he's still learning on the job. That's why I said from the beginning, how do you reconcile the two when you're coming from a ground of morality into government? Because when you come to government, it's not about morality. It's not about doing what is right, because you have to compromise. You have to make deals. So to see a man of God from 22 years of pastoral ministry coming to government, that's a huge transition. So, but the one good thing, I believe he's on SKTV. He mustered the courage to come here. I give him credit for that. And maybe we just might have another whistleblower in the house, because when he really gets to understand the culture and way things works in the house, maybe he might choose to be the prayer warrior rather than being a lawmaker, because that house is inherently corrupt. And for a man of God to be in a house to operate, it's not going to be an easy task. So we happy to have you on SKTV always. We will welcome you here, and you just might be another whistleblower for us, because we know there are fundamental challenges facing the country, and you are naming some of them. The question is, you are in the position now to push this agenda, that is to make appropriation or to make the case that the money need to come to the district. And that's why we on SKT will keep advocating that even if we allocate $100,000 to a district, it means nothing. When you look at the overall public sector investment that the government allocated in the budget, it's like a drop in the bucket for a country that needs to make a huge impact or striving development. So I will give the old man the benefit of that. I believe he got more to learn, because when he got to understand the inner working of the house, like I said, he will have two options: either to be the chief pastor for the house, a prayer warrior, or maybe he would just forget about the morality side altogether and be on the other side. That's my interpretation from what he's saying here.
I really don't want you to think it that way. Why? Every human being can adapt and make changes. It doesn't take a whole nation to make a change. It takes one apple, a good apple, among all, to make a change. It will take time. It will happen. It's not overnight. It's not magic. Be patient. Learn the system.
All right.
That's why we want you to learn the system, because when you understand the system, like you see what happened, you don't have a car, but they're giving you gas. I don't know, they want to put gasoline in your legs, because when you must give.
I want you to take that back.
Okay.
Why? I have my own car.
Okay.
I just told you it's a 2000 Toyota Tundra. I don't care whether it eats gas or don't eat gas. I cannot walk to work. I will drive that car until the government see fit to give me a car. That would not stop me from going to work 5 days a week, Monday through Friday.
No, I think you go to work Tuesday and Thursdays.
Excuse me, sir. You not me. Don't say.
But you are long work a specific day on the you go to work.
No, I take that back. Because,
okay, I take it back.
Because if you go to the House of Representatives, my office is open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. And I'm there every single day. Not only Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay.
Those are section days.
Okay. Understandable. Honorable, are you a member of any committee in the House of Representatives? If so, which one? And what is your position?
I'm a member on defense.
Okay.
I'm a member on peace, reconciliation.
Okay. So you are on two committees, defense and reconciliation. Who is the chairman for the defense and also the reconciliation committee?
I know the co-chair very well. That's Yeke Koluba, who is the co-chair on that committee.
So you don't know the chairman of the committee you serve on?
Well, I know him per se.
What's his name?
But I cannot remember his name.
Okay.
Well,
So,
you know,
yeah, because Yeke Koluba is famous. Yeah, so everybody knows Yeke Koluba. So yeah, so Honorable, when it comes to Grand Bassa, are you part of the legislative caucus? If so, what is the leadership structure of the legislative caucus of Grand Bassa County?
The caucus was established. Honorable Finney is the chair. I'm the co-chair. You have Ase Bani, the secretary, and you have Honorable Goswa, the treasurer.
Is Senator Yombly part of that caucus, the pro tem?
Can you repeat?
Is Senator Yombly Kanga Lawrence part of the legislative caucus?
She is a member. Yes, she is.
So
and Flomo is a member.
Okay.
Flomo.
So how long were you in Liberia before you got elected to this position? You said you were in Washington D.C. area in the United States. So how long were you in Liberia? Were you in Liberia before you got elected to that position, the position you're in right now?
I was in and out. I have real estate here that I manage. So I'm here every year. It could be 3 months, it could be 2 months, it could be 6 months, depending on how long and what I need to do.
So did you vote for the budget, the current budget, the budget that was approved, that was signed by the president? Did you vote for it? If so, did you vote yes or no to the budget?
I voted yes to the budget.
Did you understand the budget fully?
I do, simply because I have an accounting background.
Okay, so you have an accounting background and you voted for this budget. How can you call the same budget, the budget like that, making the country look like a trash? Why would you vote for something that will make the country look like a trash?
Why? Because since 1847, we do not have a land budget for every district development. Example, we put in $5 million for each district, for infrastructure, for road, for schools, for hospital. Now, when every representative have to scramble in order to raise their own money, it's a major tax.
Yeah. So because of your background as an accountant, your work is to make sure the budget meet, the requirement of a real budget that is acceptable. So, but why would you vote for something knowing that these are the kind of budget that are making the country to look like a trash? Why would you vote for it?
Well, the problem there is we have committees in the House that take care or will be responsible for certain things. Ways and Means and Finance does the entire budget.
Okay.
So it is not everyone that the speaker will put on Ways and Means. I'm not on Ways and Means. I cannot give any constructive idea when the budget is being tackled. When Ways and Means get done, They bring the budget back to the House. We have, I would say, probably 30 minutes to look at it. And then we take it to vote. Now, this is where the problem lies. Because of the time given to review the budget, not 2 days, not 3 days, not 1 week before we come to vote, it makes it real challenging.
So don't you see that as a reason to refuse to vote for it? Because all we vote for, you don't understand. You don't have ample time to review or to make a suggestion. Don't you think that that is a good reason for you to refuse to vote for it?
Well, that is a very good reason. It is not that the entire budget is bad, except that they do not make any substantial allotment budget line for the districts. That is a major setback.
So you guys, as a member of, you, not just you now, but all of you people as members of the House of Representatives, so you guys don't have the leverage to suggest or to contest any line item in the budget, to say, no, I disagree with this. I think this one could have done, it could be this way, it would be better this way or that way. You guys don't have that leverage or that opportunity?
I have just stated here that when the budget comes on the floor, we have Ways and Means and Finance.
Okay.
They are charged with that responsibility. You cannot, of course, you can sit in the meeting as a legislature, but you have no voting power there. So when they are done with the budget and they bring it back, we have less time to digest the budget. So it makes it difficult for even lawmakers who know exactly where to look and where not to look.
Segu, yes. So indeed, let me say thanks to the Honorable Banks. Let me say thank you so much, and Steve, Mr. Steve Monk and Segu, thanks for all of the hard questions and everything. But let me go back. Honorable Lawmaker, let me bring you back to local government appointments. Where do you stand when it comes to local government appointments?
I'm happy that you asked that question. Our Local Government Act, the Constitution, gave the president the right to appoint all local government officials. Now, the president, he doesn't really know these local officials. So he relies on the representative of every district to recommend who they know that can work with them for the development of the district. Now, it's one thing recommending somebody to the president. It's another thing whether the president will accept that person and send them for confirmation. Though he doesn't know any of them, he relies on us to recommend those people.
So, all right. So you are saying that the president relies on you people for you people to allow these local government officials to pass through. That means you people are the ones that do the recommendations, or is it the recommendations?
The lawmakers we do the recommendation. But unfortunately, the way it works, when the recommendations are made to the president, by the time it gets back on the floor of the Senate, all the names you send in are changed. By whom is yet to be known.
Oh,
Wow, serious accusation. Sekou, I don't know whether you want to chip in on that because
no, not your accusation. The Lord said it yesterday. The Lord said, if the appointments are made, if they feel the appointments are out of order, they will go and change it. So maybe if he doesn't know who changes the names, normally we was on camera. She put marker on some names and remove them, and so Representative Banks, if you don't know, we know the rescue senators. The rescue senators are the one that can take the name from inside. And
well, I would say this. In my own case, as an independent candidate, I will speak for myself.
Okay.
The first 10 names that are recommended to the president, not only that I recommended these names, in March, the 5 representatives met with the president, and he asked us to send in our names of those who we know that will work with us to develop our district. When my name came to the president, Nyomli Kanga brought in a list that was sent to the Senate for confirmation. All the 18 names, she gave me 2 commissioners and put the rest. Now, I will say this, and this is directly to Nyomli Kanga. We do not have a monarchy form of government. I'm an independent candidate. I won my election with all 1 cent from Nyomli Kanga or the Unity Party. The Unity Party can ask me, please give me a slot. But she changed all the names. The evidence is here. So I need to tell her that putting people that cannot work for me, that I don't know, that I can't trust, it would not make her win election 2029. And the citizen of District 2, I am tired with the telephone calls. They are going to reject the 18 names that Nyomli Kanga sent to the Senate for confirmation.
Okay.
These are the evidence.
You,
I submitted 1 list. Nyomli Kanga changed everything. I don't know who she thinks she is with the insensitivity to national issue, to local issues,
okay.
to the need of people. She thinks it's a monarchy form of government. She's not a queen.
Oh, so you think Nyomli is somehow, controlling or have, Nyomli has some control or leverage over the decision of the president? Why will you accuse Nyomli when the president is the last person to make the decision?
Listen, the president. This is the photograph. The 5 lawmakers met with the president. And he said to us, what you want, the people you want to work with you, you recommend them and bring it to me. Here is the photo.
We can see it.
Of the 5 lawmakers. This is the list from my office I submitted. This is the list of Nyobli Kanga to the Senate for confirmation. Now, let me say this. She doesn't understand how government works. She thinks that one person can win election and somebody else sit down somewhere else and choose all the people to work for that person. It doesn't work.
So my question to you now, since your list of 18 people were not used, only 2 people, and then Yombly allegedly submitted her own list, and those were the people that were chosen. Have you contacted, have you have any conversation with the president informing him that your list, you asked her to send our list? I sent you my list, and those that on my list were, were not considered. Have you had that conversation with the president?
I have not had the opportunity to ask the president that. But this is what I did. I went to the special assistant inquiring for my list. She asked me to take 5 persons out of that list, and I chose 5. I asked her why. She said, look, at least the 2 senators can take one slot. That's fine. I was not selfish, but I control the people. It's not Nyobli Kanga. It's not Besson Kafini. They control the landmarks. My citizen will reject anybody that Nyobli have on the list. And publicly, I'm telling her that so she can understand.
So the list Nyobli submitted, have those people been appointed already by the government, by the president?
No. Fortunately, the 2 senators have to agree before they can be sworn in. And one of the senators found out that the list was unjust and sent it to the committee room. So what I say, Nyobli is very insensitive when it comes to the people need. She got to stop. That would not make her to win election 2029.
What kind of election?
Well, I don't think she will step aside after 18 years. I think she will want to go further. But the mistake she makes, she have no good relationship with me. I don't know about the rest. I'm an independent candidate. I never ran on Unity Party ticket. I never ran on CDC ticket. CDC did not win the election. Unity Party had candidate. They did not win either. I won the election.
So
I think I have
that
right.
I'm sorry. Let me say this. Let
to
me say
nominate to the president.
Okay.
Who will work for me to help me develop my district?
So who did you submit the list to?
The president office, because he requested for it.
Mm-hmm.
We, the 5
I want to
lawmakers.
know the person in particular. Was it the press secretary, the minister of state, the deputy minister of state? Who?
Well, we were told
Mm-hmm.
to compile the list and send it to the executive mansion, which we did. All the other lawmakers, including me. So who it went to directly, I don't know. But single-handedly, nobody sent a list to Senate. We are even consulting me on this list.
Hold on. Let me understand this. Normally send the list to the president or send the list to the Senate?
Okay, I will say this before you come in.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever the president choose who to do what for confirmation,
Mm-hmm.
it go on the website
Mm-hmm.
for 2 or 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
so that people can see the list.
Mm-hmm.
Other critique, they could write petition,
Mm-hmm.
they could say something to the news about the list. The list that nobody sent to the Senate, it never appeared on the website.
Okay, I understand. Now I got your point. So, from my understanding here, the representative is solidifying what we have been saying throughout, that Joseph Boakai is not in control, that Yomli Kanga Lawrence, Dara Dillon, Prince Moi are the one that running the Joseph Boakai government. You know, when we got the information about the person, the citizen of Grand Bassa wanted to be the superintendent, that person was a qualified person. That we learned that all the local leaders wanted that person to be the superintendent. But because normally wanted that lady who worked with her to be the superintendent, you know, we reached out to Yombly and asked the question. Before we know, the next day that list was published. So what the Omer is saying right now, what the representative is saying right now, it seems like Yombly sending the list without the approval or the acquiescence of the president. But who to blame? Do you blame Yombly for that, or you blame the president? Honorable Representative.
The president has part to play in this. When you tell me, I walk to you, and you say, make your list and bring it to the executive mansion, I expect for you to take it serious. Now, I will say this. When we submitted the listing, including who we wanted to be superintendent, the next day, Nyombi called that she had her own listing who to be superintendent. And I asked her who was it, because apparently I don't know the candidate. She said, Gia Bono. I said, that's fine. I said, does she meet the education level? What has she done? Who she is? She said, well, look, I quote, she has done a lot for the Unity Party during the campaign. Doing a lot for the Unity Party during the campaign, it does not make someone qualify for that position. So she is very insensitive. She doesn't understand.
So yeah, Chief, I beg you 1 minute because of time. I want him to really answer this question quickly. Maybe you want to address the question about the locking company. I think there are some locking company that you closed down in your district. Am I right? Or there are some maybe talking between you and the locking company. You care to tell about that quickly because we have less time now to go.
Thank you. When I became representative, I wrote every company in my district, over 22. I asked them to come to my office for acquaintance and to find a way forward. The 2 logging companies, it took some time. They came to me. I asked them for the MOU. When they brought the MOU, they have worked in my district for over 5 years. All the social agreements to build schools, to build roads, to market farm, to farm road to market, to build clinics. They have done nothing. So I told them they cannot work in my district like that. They have taken log for 5 years. The owner of the company is sitting down in Asia. And they are Liberians and Ghanaians, managers, and treating their fellow Africans like dumb. So I blocked the road with one of the yellow machines that I bought for the district. For 6 weeks, they couldn't take the law. They ran to Supreme Court. Supreme Court asked me to take the yellow machine out of the way because I could have done it better. I agreed. I took it from there. I sued them in the magistrate court in Grand Bassa County. And they just pulled hot to all the activities. So the managing director of FDA, they complained to him. He sent a letter to the speaker that I'm holding up government revenue. We're all even doing an initial investigation. So I asked the speaker to put that letter on the floor. Put the letter on the floor. They turned it over to the Committee on Forestry. They took a tour in my district. They found out that everything that I accused them of is true. Logs are lying down everywhere, covered with grass. The one they have not sell is piled up on the field. They are fairly mold in the forest. They cut the log, they put it over the small stream of water that they could put covered, so that the day they leave, we have the covered. They put the log over the small stream, go and make millions. When the log rot, our road remain the same, and we suffer the consequences. So,
well, yeah.
I want to come here a little bit.
Yeah, but no, we are already out of time, and I don't know, but the topic is just getting interesting day by day. Sekou, yeah.
Maybe hold on 1 second. Mom, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say something because when I came on this show, I listened to the honorable man of God here. I said it from the beginning, from his background. He comes from a place of morality. And now it just signal why he know Yeke Koluba name rather than the chairman on that committee. Because the first thing I said from his background and the kind of a job that he's doing, he might not be versed in the politics, but when it comes to doing the right thing, I think we just found ourselves another ally for a better Liberia. I don't want to toot his own because he's on the show, so we're going to treat him with kid glove. It's not that we want to ignore the tough question, but I think from what I'm listening to, because you already said, that's why I say he's a whistleblower, and he might be a longer whistleblower, and we will make sure you keep coming on the show because I know there will be a lot of things that you want to bring up. You talk about the flipping of the list and changing people's name, which we said on the show that certain group of people run this government. And now you're talking about holding people to their corporate social responsibility by doing what they need to do. So I think you got to start working with other like-minded lawmakers, and you just name one which you get qualified, and people believe that. So I know we got a high expectation for you because of your background. I would say that it's not an easy transition to come from being a clergyman to going into politics. Even though you are staying orientation, you're getting to know your way around, but there are forces you will be up against. And from what we are hearing from you, maybe there will be some good things to come from you, and we expect a lot from you. So make SKTV your home, because we'll be getting a lot of information from you as well when it comes to exposing the criminal acts in government. I'm not going to hold you to high expectation, like I said, on the politics. You will get to learn it over time. But we respect the fact that you come from a ground of morality and being a man of God. Even though you are honorable man, you are elected official. But I believe there are sons or certain reasons your people voted you. You never ran on Unity Party ticket. You never ran on CDC ticket. You ran as an independent voice. So we expect you to be independent and to just keep doing the right thing. That's all I can say for now, Mr. Connor.
Thank you so much, Mon. Our Honorable Clarence D. Banks, want to say thank you for coming to SKTV. If you don't mind, can you give a copy of the two lists to Mabel so that SKTV can have it? Then we can.
I have the list here.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mabel, get it the list, and SKTV will review it, and we'll talk about it in the near future. But Honorable Banks, want to say thank you very much for coming on. And every time or anytime you want to come on, just let us know. Let Mabel know.
Maybe on the Saturday.
And then definitely.
The show is very, very interesting. Thank you. I'm very proud of you.
Okay, so let's get them out of there because they're trying to get prepared for the news time there. Let me get them out. So yes, Mabel, are you in possession of the list, the two lists? Okay, I think Mabel 2 is muted, but so we didn't have time today to take calls, from the people, but I'm very disappointed in the fact that we announced yesterday our computer issue. We announced it today. We can't even get the first person to actually chip in to help us. That is very disappointing. But it's okay. If we don't have to take call, that's okay. We can talk. We can come here and talk until we can, finish the show. But I expect all our people to know the importance of equipment that we use, for these platforms. But again, like we said, it's not necessarily about money. If you have computer there in Liberia, you don't have to send us any money. Just tell us where to go pick it up. But if we can't get anybody with computer, and with all the 476 person that I'm looking at here.
Mr. Dishi just said he got 2 desktops for SKTV, not even 1 but 2.
Yeah, but is in Liberia. Is it in Liberia? I got to Mr. Dishi. I don't know whether he's in Liberia or he's in.
Mr. Dishi is in Europe.
No. I know he is. I'm talking about the computers. We need it right now. We need it in Liberia. He lives in Europe, so that would take some time before you can ship container for you. Should do things, it takes forever. We will appreciate it because eventually we're gonna have our own registration. So having it, that's okay. But the one we need right now, that's what I'm talking about. we can get it as cheap as $380. Because Maybon told me, I told him last weekend to go and check it out, and he told me yesterday that they were saying $450, but he talked to them and then they made it to take it down to $380. We can get that. We can even get the first 100, 200, not to talk about $380. Then that's fine. We'll get it when we also got money to buy it. But it's kind of disappointing that our people, like somebody said earlier, many people here don't care. They wish we're not on here. So they will not do anything to facilitate us being on here. So they will make sure they want to kill the dream. But those who support us and I believe in the platform, I always want us to be here, educate our people, and disseminate information. We expect them to chip in, Okay, somebody, Amos K.Y. Jr., so we should call you. Please inbox me with your number so we can call you. For somebody to come on Facebook, just say, call me. It's hard for me to find the person. Sometime after the show, you can see 300, 400, 500 comments. To look into it, to be looking for people in need, it can be tough. So they can't even find it. So, Mr. Dishe, I want to say thank you for the 2 lab desktop for SKTV. We really, really appreciate that. Let's make sure that the team reach into, let it get to, Liberia. We're going to need everything, necessary for the platform. So we really, really appreciate it. This person, Amos Jr., please inbox me, Siku Kene, or inbox SKTV. That is the easiest way. Inbox SKTV with your phone number, then we'll reach out to you. Mom, we say we're going to analyze. You summarize actually the OMA kind of solidify some of the information we have provided in the past.
Oh, yes.
With documentation. We told you guys here, we informed that the local leaders wanted a particular person to be the superintendent per recommendation. And we had the opportunity to speak to that person. And we were told that Yumli the one that was blocking it. So when we tried to reach out to Yumli to let her know, to ask her to collaborate or to deny or confirm the information, she did not answer, she did not respond. And then we, wrote her to let her know the reason why we're reaching out to her. And immediately, like the woman said, she went and put that person up for, for the position. So basically, the woman says she's not the queen, that is now a monarchy, but
monarch.
Yeah, it's not Labrador is not a monarchy, So it looks like Yumli is the queen in the job. She's the rescue mother, so she's the queen. The rescue father is Joseph Boaka, he's the king. The rescue uncle, la Dawa Dillon. Rescue first son, the Prince Moi. So the rescue family then they decide you were not part of the rescue team, and the condition. The reason why she gave for that lady to be the superintendent, she says she worked a lot.
Yeah, for the work for Unity Party
for the campaign. So that means the qualification to serve in Liberia, you just have to work in the campaign. So whether you qualify or not, you automatically qualify. Yeah, but Monk, what say you before we go?
Well, the old man did his thing. He came on the show. At least he was brave enough to come here. One thing, once we are doing the right thing, I'm not going to praise him. It's too early. As I keep saying, he's still going through orientation. He will get to know the culture of the house because he's operating with a pack of wolves. That's just the nature of the sport when you enter into politics. And coming from a background of pastoral ministry is a huge thing to just abandon the things of God to come into government. And I know the people saw certain qualities in him. That's why, because if you follow the trend, not too many people from the diaspora have been elected in recent time. So when they elected him, I believe that they believe in him. They got high expectation for him. But the question is, when things start getting tough and rocky, can he be on the front line to keep blowing the whistle and exposing things happening in the government, like the likes of Yeke that have been doing it for over the particular course of a term? And that's what is yet to be seen. But we're getting the benefit of the doubt. Like I said, we're holding to high expectation and we expect more. So he should always come on the platform with something new when there's breaking news, things happening within the house, things that he can blow the whistle on. We will be
I can tell you, Mong, there will be time. You know, the way the Ghana start speaking out now, especially.
Oh no, he can't be blacklisted. It will start silencing him.
No, not only that. They will pay attention to him. They will give him money. They will include him. They will recruit him, and they will ask him not to go to SKTV. They will tell him, if you have something to say, go to our own.
Yeah, our friendly network.
Our platform, go to his own. You can, you go there and talk whatever you want to say, because they know there he will be controlled, he will be limited, and he will be actually, somehow they can easily manage him there as to what he can say, what he can say. But yeah, I want to recognize and thank our brother Joseph Konto to be the one and only person that sent us at least $20 for towards the computer thing we were talking about for the past 2 days. Joseph Konto, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Yeah,
we need a progressive caucus in our house to get things done that will be there to stand as a resistance against the wolves, the pack of wolves. And that's the number. At least they might not be able to push their own legislation, but they can play defense for the Liberian people. If you can just get maybe 25 of them to form their own caucus, like I'm talking about like-minded lawmaker, we will still go a long way as opposed to just one or two there, like the way you get called by. I think you got another guy from Bone County that was talking about the same issue of accountability, corporate social responsibility. If they can just group among themselves and form the caucus, then it will be okay for the country. Seriously.
That is so true. So yeah, so this person, Amos K.Y. Jr., I just sent you a message. So yeah, so Amos K.Y. Jr., yeah, another person sent $25. So out of 380, that's $45 minus $45. So 335, right? 335 to go. The person who sent the $25 to Zelle, let me see the name. I just saw it coming. I want to say thank you to that person. We appreciate you. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure it was Zelle. Yeah, it's $25. And the person, okay, the sister that always, one of the sisters that always support SKTV, Yomotru Kranga. Let me see here. Somebody else is telling me to check. I'm pretty sure my brother Abraham. Abraham, you mean to check the Cash App or Zelle? I've not seen anything yet. If you have sent something, I've not seen it yet. Yeah, Abraham, send me a message. Okay, she said $20. I don't know where it went to. Abraham, thank you. Well, I've been saying it. The $20 from Joseph Conto and the $25 from Yomotu Kranga, and this person also who always send us money through the YouTube. That person sent $50. So if you say cash out, yeah. Roland John will call in. Hello, Roland? Yeah, you are live on the show though. You want to talk to me or you want to talk on the radio?
No. Concerning that computer thing. You say how much again?
It's 380. But
yeah, no, we can raise the but just tell the money show so we need to raise the money.
I mean, for 2 days I've been saying it, but that just now 3 people now get 20 now. Since yesterday.
I will start with something right now. Everything
Okay.
Talk about it until next week. We can complete it and get the thing going.
All right, no problem. We appreciate you guys, man. We appreciate it as always.
But you remember the last time I told you about Yogi, right? If I make him into it.
Yeah, there are a lot of information. Actually, to be honest, there are a lot of information. Personally, I know Yombly, and I'm very, I was very friendly with her, and I really.
People call this
but the whole thing about governance and position in government. Somebody said, what's the Zelle number? Zelle number is the same number as the cash app.
And then before I leave you,
yeah.
I want to recommend this. Anytime you're starting a show, just pin the number, the Zelle number, and the
people can be mad at me that I can't do that, but it was there consistent.
Anytime, I'll just send you a text. Just put
yeah.
Some people want to pay,
But a lot of people, maybe new people, a lot of people get the information. 0862
every day you getting new people.
0783.
Every day you getting new people. Yeah. Like from what Papi just explained today, a lot of people coming on the show again. So I mean, please every week let's try to bring in weird new things. In our house.
Papi say a lot of things though. Papi say a lot of
things. A lot of things. A lot of things. How is somebody be operating within your district, taking log, and Grand Bassa County, they have a lot of logging.
So 480-862-0783 is the cash app Zelle number. I just put it on the screen because the person.
That's the way.
Somebody actually, yeah. So the person that was asking. I just every moment you need to check that, double check that your stuff though. For some reason, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, do it, and we can do $100 today. Tomorrow you see we'll do another $100. Before you go there, don't pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are there extremely well, especially living in America and every day coming on the show.
Now you do.
That's when we get $1, we send it.
Yeah. No.
You have to put one and do it for your children too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really appreciate you guys. So put it on there and see what it will do, and the money will reach, someone will pay more. Yeah, so we can get a computer going.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. So Abraham, I got your message, but I don't know. For some reason, maybe I need to refresh the other phone. Yeah, but this person, who is that person asking? Blair Sompong Batu. Yeah, I just pinned the Zelle and the cash app number. Yeah, so stop calling me, man. I'm on the show. Yeah, so those of you who don't have the number, okay, African Nathan. See you texted me a few days ago. Okay, if I see your number, I'll call you. Okay, I will definitely call you. Please text me again wheresoever you send a text. I don't know that my inbox, or SKTV number, whatever number you send a message to, please send new message. I can get a lot of messages coming in. Yeah, so I'm not sure, but the few people, yeah, I'm just saying only $25 in the 60 cents in the Zelle, and then the Cash App number, the one for SKTV that everyone sent his, that one is now showing for some reason. Okay, let me see here. Somebody. Okay, somebody, this is another Abraham. That's Abraham Kamara. I know him personally. That's a friend and brother from Dallas, Texas. He also sent $50. So we got $70 on this Cash App right here, and then $25 on the Zelle. Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, that one stayed 25. And then so 70, 25, that's 70 plus 25, that's 95. Yeah, so that I'm seeing you. If you have sent something I'm not seeing it, then I'm sorry. But I will double check and I will let you guys know what I see. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything else besides. So yes, 50 from this person on YouTube, 70, 50 plus 70, that's 130 plus 120 plus 25, that's 145. So 145 minus 380, you do the math. 145 minus 380. I think we got 235 to go. $235 to go. Yep, I did. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I think the person who was asking for the Zelle, that person sent $25 as well. Let me see. I saw something coming. Yes. So 135 plus $25, that's 160. So 160, we got $220 to go. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Batu, no, bless Sompong Batu. Thank you so much. So we are at $160. We need 380. We got $220 to go. So Mong, there was a revelation by the old man. Since they met with the president told them to recommend people, and they sent their lady didn't make it. But then instead, normally una list made it, and since then they have blocked the people there from going to go see the president. So I think what really encouraged him to have come here is for the president to listen to him. Oh, yeah. The president and all the rescue people, and they can all listen to SKTV.
Yeah. But it's nothing strange if the people can block the president's own list and change it. Why make you think they will have any fear with the other people? If the president himself, his own list is susceptible and at the mercy of Nyombli Kanga and the Delon, the Prince Moore, what make you think of an
Nyombli can take Marco and scratch?
Yeah, and scratch
the president
own list. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so yeah, Mustafa say he sent $30. I don't know that through Zelle or Cash App. Mustafa, where did you send it? I've been seeing it. Mustafa Balo. No, not yet. I'm not seeing it. Let me check the Cash App. The Zelle. I don't know for some reason somebody can delay. So, but if Nyombli is encountering these kinds of problems in her own county, and people are getting angry. People kind of like saying that she has been somehow, selfish. That the woman was saying. Uh, what would she do? How can you run for president if you are creating a lot of problem for yourself in your own country? Mom, do you think that's a good thing for her?
That's a bad start for her, but she thinks she's looking at it from a short-term perspective. She's not looking at it long-term, because I know there will be other lawmakers. If she can alter his list, then she would do most likely to other lawmakers, and it won't sit well with them. So the question is, even if you have presidential ambition, you are creating more enemies than allies, then how do you even succeed? Look, normally Kanga is not going to be president for Labro, so I don't worry about that. I'm not.
Doesn't never Labro.
You're right, but I don't think she's going to.
Do you know how Jubilee became? Protest. That was through election. That one I was
promised. That one she was given before she came. It wasn't on the merit. So, but you can anyway. You're right to.
Nobody can become president. Jubilee can be president. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Jubilee is energetic. She's powerful. She's strong. She's beautiful.
The papa will say, I should take it back. He said, Mom, take it back.
Hello, fellow. What is your name? Where you calling from? Hello?
Hello, Sekou.
Yeah.
This is Mustafa. Check the cash app where I'm paying it.
Yeah, cash app, which number? The one that say SKTV or the one that says Sekou Kene?
280-401-2081.
Yeah, that one's supposed to be, for some reason, it's not updating. Somebody say I should retire my phone, but I will retire that phone, the iPhone 14. That old phone. Yeah. You see, I keep updating the phone, the thing is not something. Yeah, but I will check it out. For some reason, there are two people now say they're the same money that you and Abraham. Yeah, Abraham. But if from your end, if they say it went through, then that means it went through.
It went through, so check it out.
Okay, I will check it out.
What the main number you use on there too?
Yeah, the main number for both Zelle and Cash App is 480 862.
What? 862?
862, yeah, 0783. The other one too is good, but that one people are not accustomed to it. The reason we created that one, a lot of people can put in SKTV, so we created, we have a number for that too.
Only Cash App you will see SKTV.
Yeah, so that's the one we say. That's the one you send it to, but it's not updating here, so I haven't seen it.
Okay, let me check and see.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mustafa. Appreciate it. So, Monk, you think the way we learned that Dillon want to go and run on Nyomli's seat or why Nyomli run for president? What if you lose both? Well,
that's the risk factor. That's the risk assessment right there.
What if the two of them go and then the Nyomli does not win the presidency and then Dillon fail to win in Grand Bassa Senator? What happened?
Then that's it. They called it quit. That's why they were giving 9 years. They got enough time to get enough leverage to make enough money to store for rainy days, just in case things go worse or if things go bad. They can be having some financial cushion. That's why they are giving 9 years. That's almost a decade.
Yeah, man.
And you will be going for 18. Can you imagine that? What would you need after 18 years with a budget of 1.2 million as a Senate pro tem after the next 9 years? Even if she end up losing the presidential election, what will be there? There will be nothing to lose in the overall picture.
Yeah,
she will have accumulated enough money to be able to retire comfortably.
Yeah, so when Dillon said yesterday that the president can make appointment if the list is out of order, they can change it.
They can go and straighten the list.
Dillon was right though.
Yep. They straighten the list.
Wow.
And they will be getting kickbacks from all those people on that list. That gets paid to play. That's how the business works. So they are the one giving the key, so they don't have to knock the door. They just walk in and change the list.
Yeah, that what Dillon said.
That's why the men say we are boys. They are the men. Yeah, but anyway, we'll see. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow, but we'll take it. We'll call it quick for the day.
Yeah,
All right.
let's into this call, then we'll call it quick. 763 number. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you today, my brother?
I'm good. This is Pastor Cummings.
Yeah,
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay.
You little bit low though, for some reason.
Can you hear me now? Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Better.
Okay, I'm going to amplify my voice a little bit. But let me give you small, and your viewers a small history.
Okay.
Go back to the days of Thomas Jacob Wowu, Pro Tem, Grand Bassa County. Go back to the days of the late Councillor Charles Walker Brownskin, Pro Tem, Grand Bassa County. Watch the trench of events, how those two senators left the scene. Then come to Besonga Finley, then Yombi Kanga Lawrence. I will say this to you. I always talk about the system, and sometimes Monk say, but we have all these other people. But Monk, every time a system, a political system or a political party, bring students of the University of Utu that have earned a degree in Utulism, then you expect that the same old ball game will be played. Maybe some of the viewers or listeners are not familiar with the University of Utu, but as Senator DeLong, he went to that university, and the principal of that university that introduced it was the late Kekua Utu. And just watch the trends of events of people that surface in politics. So the issue of Senator Kanga, we are with that ball game to play. May I follow history very well, especially when it comes to the old players, how they came on the scene, how they left the scene. I follow. And so when you see a change or a reoccurrence of the same thing, then my question to Senator Kanga is, Madam Pro-Tem, do you really believe in justice? Do you stand for justice? So if you see the law who happen to be a chief student of the University of Utu that earned a degree in Utulism, hovering around the presidency, there is a serious problem. But anyway, the opposition still mustering the courage to hew from the wound of 2023. They will be sitting until we enter 2025. You and myself will be talking the same story, and the opposition will still be thinking about changing the prevailing trajectory.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. But the opposition now in Labrador now, the CDC projecting themselves not to be the opposition, even though if we know they ain't going anywhere, but the one said they're projecting themselves.
Yeah, because you see, the people who supposed to start mustering the courage now, like the Tier 1 Gongo, the Arizona Cummings, and all these people, to muster the courage to see how they...
What happened? Oh, I don't know what happened to that line. That one just went off. Yeah, so Mustafa, my brother Mustafa Balu, we get your $30 you sent. So we add that to what we had. I don't know. I'm not sure. Now the other phone I go off. But yeah, but that was 72 plus 30 plus 50. 72 plus 30 plus 50. I think we were, I don't know, I think we had 160. I'm not sure right now. Let me phone that Pastor Cummings was talking on. Pastor Cummings, if you got the other number, just call that one to conclude your thought. Other than that, we're about to call it a day. Hopefully, we will get the rest of the money by tomorrow. So we can get it taken care of. And the person who also wanted me to call them, I will call them. Let's see what happened. Brazilian monk, for some reason he went off. But let me say this to close. want to say thank you to all of you. The old man came. The old man is a rookie when it comes to politics. Don't mind his age. You know, he is mature, he's ageable, he is and he's a man of God. But when it comes to politics, he stay a rookie. He still got some learning to do. So he kind of like confusing himself in a lot of areas. When it comes to what's going on, we believe he will unveil a lot of stuff. But I will not actually buy into it too much as of yet, because when it comes to Joseph Nyimabuaga, on one hand, he praising Joseph Nyimabuaga government because he want to be on the right side of the president. But then when it comes to Nyomli, he criticizes Nyomli simply because his interest is compromised there. So the old man, we may not take, his comment as a joke, but I think we need to read into it from two different dimensions. Whether, because everywhere, even though you point to the flaws of the government, even though you point to the, to the illegal aspect of some of the happenings by the, under this government, but yeah, he said they are doing good. And he said he doesn't think the legislature is corrupt. And if you can praise things for Joseph Nyimabuaga on one hand, and stating that the country is looking at trash based on the constitution, based on the budget Joseph Nyimabuaga provided, but at the same time, he's attacking Nyomli. So I want to, I like to pay attention to things. I think it was a great show. The old man talk. We will be able to, bring him as often as we can. But I want to say thank you to you all for sticking with us for over 2 hours. I want to make sure this phone can come on so I can get the final number for sure. I don't know how that phone dies. Just control the other phone they want me to change. The phone that died, the iPhone 17, that one is not dead. It's good. So Abraham, maybe you need to double check your stuff. I turn off the phone, I turn the phone off, and then that's how I'll put it back on. That's how we were able to find Mustafa Balo's contribution. But yours didn't come up. Probably will come out later on. But yes, thank you all. We do follow up with this thing tomorrow, hopefully. Well, thank you all. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you tomorrow. This person, Sister yeah, it's Sister B. No, B1 sister. I want to say thank you for always donating through through YouTube. So those of you who like to watch us on YouTube, go and subscribe. We got membership, drive on YouTube. Go and subscribe to our channel so you can enjoy it on the big screen, the big TV screen. Yeah. So I wouldn't give credit to anybody yet. Roof, sometimes when we're talking, we can't just listen to what they're saying. We got to analyze it. We got to put it into right perspective to know exactly, what are some of the underlying, factors in the tone that they're speaking from. The woman is sounding good, is sounding realistic, but the fact that he preached singing for Joseph Boakai just to get on his good side and get his attention. At the same time, Babon Fin Yomli Kanga Lauren, because Yomli Kanga Lauren is kind of, go against his interests. So we have to look at that, and before we can make some judgment about who he is or what we expect of him. But yeah, thank you so much. We'll be here tomorrow. And we love you all. Let's do this.